Hey there, YouTube. I look a hot mess, but that's okay. I'm in my studio. I am just putting together some work. I have just freed up some new resin pieces. I am going to include these in these pieces here. And kind of incorporate the bears with the dog and a couple cactuses I've made, like these little cactuses. These come from molds from China. Not My dog is my first mold, and it is a little gloopy looking, but I'm okay with it because I've never made a mold, at least not in any kind of memory I've had. I might have when I was way younger, but not any time recently. So I just wanted to complete it and not worry about perfection, and just it needed to serve a purpose. It had to fit in this little thing that I got from Temu for free. I got all these, I think they're for cookies. Like you put this macaroon cookie in here and they look real pretty. And I just got a ton of them. And I was like, well, I could make like a little art thing and put some silicone in here and like a little picky pad. And then when it's done, you can put a ring on it. So these are like, I just wanted to experiment. So I'm not stressed about the finest details. I am detail oriented, but like just right now it's all about just doing it. But I had this, listen, YouTube, I had this revelation recently, okay? So my engagement and my following on all my social media platforms is my engagement sucks. Like, let me just be real, it sucks. And sometimes that gets me down. But then I realized not too long ago that there is an advantage to people really not watching you, right? A mess, girl, But this is another part of it. I'm just not trying to worry about it, and I'm getting ready to like start more of these. I'm just making so many. I'm secretly hoping I can go to Fort Lauderdale at the end of the month and sell my new works, but I dare to dream. What was I saying? The benefit of having not very many followers and not very many engaged followers is that I realized that no one really gives a shit about me or what I do, so I could just do whatever. I don't really have to worry about it. Like, I do have a job. I wouldn't necessarily call it a career. It could be something that I turn into a career, but I kind of keep running into these problems with like jealous women at this work. I'm a teacher. I'm interpreting that as jealous. I can't understand why women keep doing this to me in these jobs other than that, because I don't bother with them. I mean, I just do my job, and if they're part of that job, I include them. I'm nice. I say good morning, but I end up with all these like crazy, like bitchy things. So I'm not too worried about it. The whole point is I'm not too worried about it. And I'm not making any salacious content. I'm making art. But part of what I'm thinking is that I'm realizing no one really cares. I could do anything I want on here, and I might as well. I'm shaking the camera. I might as well do anything. So I will start doing stuff. Anything. I want to start telling stories about my incredibly bohemian and wild and wonderful life. People keep telling me I need to write a book and all this stuff. I don't have quite the discipline for that right now. It's everything for me to go to work and then come home and take care of my son when he's here, which is often. He's not here today. And then also I have to make art every single day. I just have to. I have to build a web page for it. So I do want to start selling this stuff soon. It's just getting ready for it, but it's still a little ways away. But I don't have time to write a book. That's so much. Everyone's telling me AI and text to type. I'm with you. I hear you again. I'm still trying to get my life together since it's been like utterly destroyed and flattened by the disaster a year and a half ago. But I survived and I'm still here. But I was thinking that also, like, lately I've been wanting to dance again. I realized I don't dance anymore. And there's reasons why I don't dance. A lot of it was that, I was in a community where me dancing would be ridiculed. So I actually did stop dancing. I kind of got tired of being ridiculed. Kind of leaving that community now, mostly because I'm not appreciated. I am appreciated in some respects. Like, I made great friends, and I don't want it to sound like that. Like, it's not like I won't be in the community anymore. It's just that I want to focus on me right now. And there's things like dancing. I want to dance, and no one's watching. No one's going to laugh at me, right? I mean, I'm pretty strong again. I feel like it, like emotionally not as fragile as I've been. But I don't know if I could handle people laughing at me, so no watching, no engagement. I can put myself out there dancing. And I also sing. A lot of people don't know this about me. I got really shamed about singing. Not that I didn't have a good voice, just that I've been surrounded by a lot of people who've been around me who've been serious haters. And they're still around. They're less. I've been on a big kick to get rid of haters in my life disguised as friends. But like, so singing, I was always end up very shy after a certain point in life. Like when I was a teenager and stuff, I really didn't care. I would go ahead and do whatever I wanted. And there were periods in my 20s and a brief period in my 30s. And then my 40s came along and I kind of like the accumulated stuff all kind of caught up to me. I did sing for a while, but I was so damaged I really couldn't go outside with it. I took singing lessons at School of Rock and that was great. I do have a really nice voice. So I think I'm gonna start singing on here, including just making my art, you know? And if no one cares, if someone cares, then hopefully they won't be the type to laugh at me. I don't read the comments anyway. But I really look beat. I have big dark circles in my eyes. I'm not really wearing any makeup right now. I just wanted to make a video and, you know, take these things out while I did it. Because it's so much fun to like pull these out. Look, these things are so much fun to do. It's like so much fun to pull it out. This is because I poured too much. And then I just take my clippers and I clip them. I might be able to like play beats in the background maybe. I'm not too worried about it. I'm not too worried about it at all. You know, one thing I would like to say while I'm on here though, about like fake friends. One thing I'll say is that my people who do follow me on the social medias, you should like my stuff. It requires no money at all. What are you really risking by hitting that like button, really? And you'd be helping me out and you'd be helping the algorithm out. I think one of the reasons I don't have engagement is that there are so many people who are friends that I've known for years and I consider my friends, or at least used to, who are in my views looking at my shit, but they can't stoop to like hit the like button or to leave a nice comment on one of my things. And I've really kind of been aware of that. So if you're one of those people, you might want to consider the fact to either start doing that or maybe stop counting on me in your life. Because I show up for so many people, which I've been doing less and less of, mind you, since the accident, because I haven't been able to, one, and two, the whole accident changed my whole view on the world. But if you can't support me, I'm not going to be supporting you. I mean, I'm not a doormat, and I need your likes right now. I need the algorithm to work in my favor, and people don't want to help me out. So guess what? Don't count on me being there, you know? And that's how I feel about it. So, you know, stay tuned. I probably just gonna go no holds barred. I'm not gonna do anything illegal, obviously, because then people will be watching and be the wrong people, if you know what I mean. I'm not gonna do anything scandalous because, again, I have a son and he would just die, right? He would just die. I made a joke once when I got fired from one of my teaching jobs, which always happens, why it's a bad career. I always get fired over nothing. I think everything's fine, and then they pull me into the office, and next thing you know, I have no job, and it's like no warning. But I made a joke once to my son. I said, you know what, son? I'm just gonna get an OnlyFans page. And he's like, Mom, I would die. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't actually get. I'm too old and fat for that shit. And it stays in the internet forever. Who needs that? I mean, if that were my lifestyle, it'd be one thing, no shade, but not, and my son would just die. So that's a joke, but you know, what do you think of the purple and the yellow? This one's pretty. Look, see, it's pretty. These all are gonna go on paintings. I attach these to paintings. Let me see. So here's one. See, make them and I attach them to the painting. And I'm really into making small works. I'll tell you why. Because, well, up until recently, really the last year and a half, because of, you know, the accident, I traveled a lot. And I would travel like rolls of like mural paper, like mural cloth. Go down to Miami or Atlanta, mostly Miami these days, or not these days, but then, and put the murals up. But lately, like I've been doing a lot of canvas work, can't really go on an airplane with canvas. So I could take one suitcase, like a regular check size suitcase, and kind of big, fill them with these little paintings, and they're ephemera. You know, like they come with bag charms. I'm making all these bag charms, you know, with different letters and different things. And of course I have the posies. I mean, these are fabulous. And of course, you know, we have our space dogs. I have little silly things that really aren't fine art. I just like to make them, and it's so much fun to make these, and they're satisfying. And yeah, this one needs to be clipped. You can see it's got little doohickeys on it. But I could put this in I put this in a regular size, what's it called, suitcase, and just go to Florida. Usually these places, they give you a table and chairs usually, and stay out there and sell my little artworks. And they're reasonable size. People, they like them. People will like them. They're shiny, they're beautiful, and they can take them home, and it won't be like this big cumbersome thing that costs thousands of dollars, you know? So that's why I started making them small. I've been thinking about it for a while, but I really didn't have the means to make it work. So now I do, and I'm making it work. We'll see if I can market them one step at a time. But right now, I'm really just enjoying making art. And it's been a long time. Even when I was making like the rapper paintings and the gun violence victim paintings, who could enjoy that? That's not enjoyable work, but it was like practice. It was like I was keeping, and I don't mean practice in like you practice learning how to write cursive. I mean, there's practice involves discipline. It involves being very much aware of your process and thinking deeply about your brushstrokes and shit like that. So I'm of course deeply involved in practice right now, but I have so much joy with my purple flowers. These are going to be beautiful on one of my little paintings. And I'm just having so much joy from this, you know? So, hey, listen, subscribe, like, and comment, and send this to your friends and tell them, like, hey, there's this beat lady who makes all these, like, awesome paintings and little resin bears. Wait, can you see him? Isn't he cute? He is so cute. Oh, hello. Go follow her shit, bruh. Like, from Philly. Yes, I haven't done my nails in a while, but that is a whole other video.